I saw him just running. I'm like, that's weird. There's like a kid in a diaper. And I'm like, wait a minute, let me see where he's going. And then he cut across the street. And I didn't realize the pond was here until I got around the corner, and he was down in the edge of the water, like in his and I like kind of pulled him up out of there. And he was like, hey buddy, let's go this way. He could have just.
So he was like.
Oh yeah, I mean look at his butt. He was sitting down in the water, like right on the edge. Yeah.
Perfect.
He could have like.
No, yeah.
Like,
you're 1,000,000% right.
Okay.
That gives me chills. Hi.
From that pond, that is not the usable pond, and he's going there. Yeah.
Where's home? Hi. Do you want a sticker?
You want sticker in the hand?
Look.
So I was on this like walking path going that way. He came all the way from at least like back to the furthest apart.
Okay, I think it's 5891. 134 to the next unit.
A toddler found alone in a pond. The father's second arrest in 1 week. This is a child endangerment case under Ohio law, and it raises serious legal questions. Ohio RC 2919. No guardian shall create a substantial risk to a child's safety. Substantial risk does not require harm to occur. The exposure itself is the offense. State v. Kamel, 1984. Ohio courts confirmed risk creation alone satisfies the statute. A 4-year-old unsupervised entering a pond satisfies that threshold as a matter of law.
Go to
but this
that
pond
address,
is not
please.
safety, no? See, ma'am, that pond.
He was in it, yeah.
He was in the actually.
Literally, you saw.
Where's mommy? Hey, where's mommy?
Where is mommy?
5891.
Hey, come here. Look.
You were charged for this last week.
Now say bye.
Hey,
You want to go there?
here, you want to see in the cruiser? You want to see in here? Ooh.
Aww.
Do you want to see in there?
Yay!
Thank you. Look at that. That is so cool. You stay there. Hang on. Thank you guys so much. I need your information really quick. Would you mind writing a witness statement?
Yeah, I'll write it. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
I'm glad I turned around. I was going to just like let it. I'm like, okay, someone's watching, but nobody was around at all.
If you could just write your name. Did you see him in the pond? Okay.
Yeah, he was at the very edge of the pond when I got around the corner. Yeah, and I got him up like
154. I have him secured in my cruiser right now.
114 now the service has been.
He's got all the lights on, messing with the vents.
So the exact same thing happened before last week.
I don't know about the pond. I've never been on this call, but when this came out, everyone was like, we had this last week.
Really?
So.
He came from like all the way down. I was like almost at the end, like where that apartment is, and I saw him just running. I'm like, that's weird. There's like a kid in a diaper. And I'm like, wait a minute, let me see where he's going. And then he cut across the street. And I didn't realize the pond was here until I got around the corner, and he was down in the edge of the water, like in his and I like kind of pulled him up out of there. And he was like, hey buddy, let's go this way. He could have just.
So he was like.
Oh yeah, I mean look at his butt. He was sitting down in the water, like right on the edge. Yeah.
Perfect.
He could have like.
No, yeah. You're 1,000,000% right.
Okay.
That gives me chills.
Yeah. Same.
Awesome. Well, thank you.
Okay.
If we need anything, we'll give you a call.
Okay.
Thank you.
Take care.
Thanks. Hi, buddy. I can't drive. I can't go. He's not secured. Like he's. Yes. He was in the pond.
Officers responding to an unattended child do not need a warrant. Brigham City v. Stewart, 2006. The emergency aid doctrine authorizes warrantless entry. Condition: officers must have an objectively reasonable basis to believe a person needs help. A toddler in a wet diaper found in a pond, that standard is clearly met. The prior charge is legally decisive. This is the second offense within approximately 1 week. Ohio RC 2935-3 authorizes arrest without warrant when probable cause is established. A witness statement plus a prior charge on record, legally sufficient probable cause. Ohio RC 2051-4-1. Law enforcement must report to Children's Services immediately. This is a mandatory obligation, not discretionary. Non-compliance would itself be unlawful. Officers correctly contacted CPS before completing the arrest. Procedurally sound. Miranda v. Arizona, 1966. Warnings are required only upon custodial interrogation.
I want to call Wilhelm on this. Hey, I just wanted to make sure you knew exactly what was going on out here. He is in a diaper. He was in the pond, and the caller had to like pull him out of the pond. His diaper is like all pond water. Nobody has come looking for him, and apparently she got charged for this last week. Like, at what point do we not take him home?
We're not. Yeah, I wouldn't figure out who got charged last week. Start with that. Who's watching? Is it the same person that's watching him? It's the same person that's watching him, and this happened again. Make sure we get a witness statement from the witness.
I got a witness statement.
Do your charges, and if it is the same person that keeps being responsible, you get a written witness statement. Just out of curiosity.
Yes.
Yeah, and then we should be good for code 3. I'll double check. I don't see why this one you can't. So.
Like code 3, take him to Children's Services, or code 3, mom goes to jail?
Yes to both.
Okay.
Yep, we got him. Who's home?
Just
me. You?
Yeah.
What's going on?
Nothing. I've just been cleaning the house and everything else. No, Bubba.
Okay. You know how he got out? You didn't know he was gone. Okay. Your driver's license on you?
Yeah.
What's
For operating without
Here, we
being
come in?
licensed and display of lights, asking for me.
No, because I'm just in the middle of cleaning because I was at work yesterday. My mom watched them. And
Where's mom at?
she's at work.
Yeah, what time did she get off?
8 p.m.
3 p.m.
But me and her are trying to work with each other's schedule because I'm a supervisor. She's an apprentice manager. So we're trying to bounce back and forth with our schedule, and she kind of let the house go a little too far with even cleaning. So I'm trying to get everything clean. I was in the bedroom cleaning there.
I'm sorry, I'm confused. You said mom. Mom of the child or mom to you?
No, mom.
To the child. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have a padlock on the front door. There's locks everywhere in this house.
Well,
Evidently he got out somehow. Is that unlocked?
only thing I suggest is that lock wasn't closed up front.
Yeah.
It was locked because I just had to open it to answer the door for you guys. We never had CPS involved. We never had to go to court for anything like this.
Right.
We're trying everything just to get this figured out.
Oh, obviously not everything, because he's been out wandering about for probably, 20-25 minutes? I mean, he's swimming in the pond.
Well, I know.
Right?
Yeah, but within that 5 minutes, he was up in that pond chest high too. So I'm not saying that you're wrong. I'm not trying to argue with you, brother.
No.
I'm just stressed out because I wasn't aware of this.
No matter how long he has been gone, we've been with him, and the caller that found him in the pond, we're going on at least 20-25 minutes before
Right.
we even told you.
And I apologize. I promise you guys I apologize.
I understand that,
They
okay?
usually have a TV on in the
But you're
bedroom.
you're still dad. I
Yeah.
understand you're going through some things. You guys are trying to work things out the best you can, okay? But I believe you got charged last time, right? For endangering children, right? That's what you got the court for and everything like that?
We got
What?
CPS coming Wednesday to check the house and everything. So I'm trying to make sure everything's straightened out.
Make sure things are straightened up, but you got to keep your eye on your kids,
Yeah,
man.
brother, I'm trying. We've been both on I'm trying. Within the last 4 years that he's been on this earth. I'm not trying to give myself props. Obviously, this doesn't look good on me.
No, it doesn't.
Pre-arrest conversation is voluntary. The father's statements are fully admissible. His admission of awareness, the CPS visit the prior charge, strengthens the prosecution's case. Graham v. Connor, 1989. Force must be objectively reasonable given the totality of circumstances. The arrest here involved only verbal commands and handcuffs. No force issues arise. The sergeant's decision to delay cuffing, allowing the mother to be called first, is notable. No legal obligation required it. It reflects de-escalation best practice, not legal duty. Responding officer, Gray.
Within the last 4 years, I'm always with this kid. Mom works a lot. I went through jobs left and right, trying to take care of the
You gotta
kids.
understand, for most people, They never have these 2 times, ever.
No, I'm aware of that. I'm aware of that.
And if you want to go talk with Warren, I can hang out in here. If that's okay. Or we can go sit out front. I mean, I know you got the other kids, so as long as we're not walking around in the other bedrooms or anything like that. I know it's your house and everything, but... So.
This doesn't make it any better. You know, like, we're not bad parents. These kids will always have somebody with them. They always got food, clothes on their back, house on their back.
I'm not saying any of that, man.
But
okay?
It's just like, I just don't want to lose my kids.
Well, we're not taking the kids away from them.
I know you guys aren't.
Okay? We unfortunately still have to do what we have to do on our part.
Of course. Yeah.
And then refer to the proper authorities, and it's up to them and their decision on things.
I know.
Okay? The fact that we're 2 times, same outcome.
Yeah.
Thankfully, both times, nothing occurred other than us finding them and we're having chats, right? But we need to figure out things. Go ahead and have a seat, man.
Here, brother. These chairs are kind of broken, so I'll probably just stand up.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah.
Is your wife or just the mother of children? Or?
She's work situationship, I guess you could say.
Okay.
But she is these boys' mom. Yeah.
Okay. All right. We want to do this as respectful as possible, okay, with everything that's going on. Right now, it sounds like you've had at least 1 endangering children charge, right?
First one. Yeah.
Okay. A couple days ago?
Yeah.
Okay. So, per our sergeant here, we're going to be placing you under arrest.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, listen to me for a second, okay? Just listen, okay? Like I said, I want to do this as respectful as possible. You got children here, okay? We don't want any problems, anything like that. It's as easy as you get on your phone, you call the baby's mother, say, hey, I need you back here, take care of the child, okay? I'm just getting charged with the endangering children. We haven't patted you down or anything like that?
I don't have anything.
Okay, yeah. Just go ahead and call her. Just let her know that I'm getting charged with it. I mean, you having the charge anyway. You're just gonna be seeing the judge quicker, honestly. Okay. But we don't want to do anything in front of the child that we don't need to do.
I know.
Okay. So give her a call real quick. For the time being, we have paperwork. We can do that with you sitting here, hanging tight until mom gets here. Okay.
Children's Services is also going to come out.
Okay. Children's Services. Oh, so he doesn't need to call us?
No, not
right now?
No.
Okay, so we'll call her. We're going to hang tight here, okay? But this officer here is going to be placing you in handcuffs, okay? All right, so go ahead and step on over here for me, okay, bud? Just want to have a seat right there. So we want to make sure the kid's taken care of. And obviously, you being here and him seeing you, that's going to help everything. We don't want to just take you out, okay? Because that's just going to be harmful to the child as it is. So is there any questions or anything you need as far as what's going on right now? Remember what I said, this is nothing that we're trying to hem anybody up on, okay? We have to somehow get to the point where no matter what you're doing, no matter where you're at, especially with, how old is your son there?
He just turned 4.
Just turned 4? Okay. Especially with him only being 4 and the years that you're going to have ahead of you, we need to do whatever we have to do right now. That way the mind switch is starting, okay? We need you to constantly, no matter what you're doing, always have it in the back of your head. Where is he at? Where's my kids? Is everything secure? Before I go back into the back room, I'm going to check these doors, check these windows again, or bring them back there with, I mean, constant, okay? This is... So...
Hi. Is he getting arrested? What do I do?
As far as what part?
I don't know.
Well, I mean, what's your question as far as what do you do? Well, I told the other officer you were getting there. You must have came around another way, or did you drive past the cruiser? Or?
I came from that way.
All right. So first thing we'll get is your other son. He's hanging out with the female officer. Was it? Yeah.
You should go this way, straight. You can't miss the cruise.
This way?
Yeah, like you're leaving through Kroger.
Yep. And she's there with the other son. If you want to go meet with her, and then we'll answer any other questions or anything like that. We just want to make sure that you're here with the children first before we.
What do I do?
I'll answer that too. Go ahead and get your child there first, and once you get back here, I'll answer all those questions as well. Okay.
This is the pond he was in.
47 Cobalt.
His diaper is full of pond water.
Alright, I'll answer questions for her, Sigmund, if you want to just, is there anything? Yep. Grab his phone and wallet.
Zach, I'll figure something out.
I was just going to hang out here, and if there's any questions you have, ma'am, I'll let you take care of that first, obviously.
With him getting arrested, what am I supposed to do?
Okay. So we're going to take him back for processing.
Okay.
Some fingerprints and everything at our police station. It's not. It's just a holding facility. It's not a jail. We're in Grove City.
Okay.
Okay. The charges is for the endangering children. Okay. This one's through Franklin County. This isn't through Grove City and Mayor's Court. So he's going to be taken to the new jail facility there on Fisher Road, the Jack, and get processed in there. Anything else I can do? Okay.
Thank you. You're done with me?
Yes, ma'am. Okay. I'll let you.
Secured the child immediately, collected a written witness statement before the witness left. Radio report was precise, child condition and prior charge all included. Full compliance with Ohio RC 21421, no constitutional violations identified. Supervising sergeant grade. Arrest decision was legally supported. De-escalation approach was textbook. Deduction. Miranda advisement not confirmed on camera at any point during the arrest sequence. Best practice requires clarity at the moment of custody. That gap is documented. Father Guardian, grade. Full cooperation with officers. No resistance. Complied with every request. However, 2 endangerment incidents, same child, same failure, within 1 week. The prior charge and the pending CPS inspection are proof of prior notice of risk. Prior notice is a critical aggravating factor under Ohio sentencing guidelines. Voluntary statements to officers will likely be used by the prosecution. Lessons learned. 1. A written witness statement collected at scene is irreplaceable evidence. 2. The emergency aid doctrine has broad scope, but only where objective risk is documented. 3. Pre-arrest voluntary statements carry full evidentiary weight. Advise nothing prematurely. 4. Repeat offenses within compressed timeframes shift judicial discretion significantly. 5. Miranda compliance must be confirmed on record. Ambiguity creates appellate risk. The outcome of criminal proceedings in this case is unknown at the time of this analysis. Based on established Ohio precedent, a second endangerment charge with documented prior notice will likely face elevated bond conditions, mandatory CPS oversight, and no diversion eligibility. Let us know if there is an interaction or legal topic you would like us to cover in the comments. Thank you for watching. Check out Street Bodycam for more police interaction and courtroom content.